My synopsis is this. Beterbiev is a great puncher, but he's been down a few times.
Hello, welcome to my gym.
Ahead of Dmitry Bivol's undisputed rematch with Artur Beterbiev, Mel Sport have been invited into camp to film him spar and train. This is Welcome to My Gym.
As the highly anticipated clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev inches closer, the boxing world remains divided on who will emerge victorious. Both fighters bring an undefeated record into the ring, but their styles and approaches to the sport couldn't be more different. Experts, former champions, and analysts have been weighing in on this fight, each offering their perspective on how things might play out when these two warriors finally square off. Amidst Beterbiev's intense training, experts, trainers, and fellow fighters have weighed in on how this showdown might unfold.
It's come around so quick. The first fight was obviously cancelled because Beterbiev wasn't available. Dmitry had the benefit of that fight as well. I think that's going to help him. But it's a complete 50-50 fight. Bivol, the master boxer, and you know, Artur Beterbiev, just a destruction machine. Very powerful, incredible fighter. Two of the very best in the sport going at it.
With fight night approaching, the excitement surrounding this bout continues to build. Fans, analysts, and former champions all have different predictions, making this one of the most intriguing fights in recent memory. This isn't just about two undefeated champions clashing, it's a battle between skill and power, strategy and aggression, patience and destruction. Recently, several leaked training videos of Artur Beterbiev have been making waves across the boxing community, sparking intense discussions about his preparation for the highly anticipated rematch against Dmitry Bivol. These clips, which surfaced online through various sources, showcase the undefeated light heavyweight champion engaging in some of the most brutal and rigorous training sessions of his career.
Very good news.
What?
I have to continue only 29 minutes.
So you do that 30 minutes?
Yes.
No break?
No break.
After 1 minute break?
No. After 30 minutes, yes.
One of the most talked about videos features Beterbiev using a massive sledgehammer to pound away at a heavy-duty tire, a drill that emphasizes his already devastating punching power. The sheer force behind each strike has left fans and analysts in awe, reinforcing his reputation as one of the hardest hitters in the sport. The video also captures his unwavering focus, his expression one of pure determination, highlighting the mindset of a fighter who refuses to be outworked. Another leaked clip shows Beterbiev engaging in an exhausting sparring session with high-level partners who are relentlessly pushing him to his limits. Unlike typical sparring footage, this video reveals just how calculated his approach is. Beterbiev isn't just relying on his brute force, but is also sharpening his counter-punching, defensive reflexes, and ability to cut off the ring. His movement appears more refined, and his shot selection is precise, leading many to believe that he is preparing for a more strategic battle against Bivol rather than just an all-out war. Perhaps the most striking footage to emerge is of Beterbiev pushing through a grueling endurance workout, incorporating explosive plyometric exercises, battle ropes, and resistance training that further enhance his raw power and stamina. Given that he is 39 years old, concerns about his ability to keep up with Bivol's pace over 12 rounds have been a hot topic. However, these training leaks suggest that Beterbiev is doing everything in his power to maintain peak conditioning and prove that age is just a number. With these videos surfacing, fans are now more eager than ever to see how Beterbiev's preparation translates into the ring. While some believe his relentless training will allow him to overwhelm Bivol once again, others argue that the Russian challenger's technical brilliance could neutralize Beterbiev's power. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain: this rematch is shaping up to be one of the most intense battles in recent boxing history. Dmitry Bivol has been making headlines with his relentless preparation for the upcoming rematch against Artur Beterbiev. Unlike the raw, punishing training methods seen in Beterbiev's leaked videos, Bivol's approach appears to be a masterclass in precision, agility, and strategic execution. Recent training footage reveals Bivol refining his signature footwork, emphasizing lateral movement and positioning to ensure that he remains elusive against Beterbiev's relentless pressure. In one clip, he can be seen executing intricate foot drills, seamlessly transitioning from offense to defense with calculated ease. His ability to control the distance will be crucial in this fight, as one of his primary goals is to avoid getting trapped in Beterbiev's devastating range.
Get up. Yeah. Good. Yes. One more. Big foul. Whoa. Together. Hold. Good. Okay. Hold. Good.
Another training leak showcases Bivol working tirelessly on his jab, a weapon that played a pivotal role in his previous fights. His coaches are seen reinforcing the importance of timing and accuracy, ensuring that his jabs aren't just defensive tools, but also effective ways to disrupt Beterbiev's rhythm. The emphasis on maintaining a high output of fast, stiff jabs suggests that Bivol is preparing to control the pace of the fight, making it difficult for Beterbiev to set up his power shots. One of the most striking videos making rounds is a session focused on endurance and strength conditioning. In stark contrast to Beterbiev's brute force workouts, Bivol's training revolves around explosive yet efficient movements, ensuring that he maintains his speed and stamina deep into the later rounds. From high-intensity interval circuits to extensive sparring rounds, his training reflects a fighter who understands that outlasting Beterbiev will be just as crucial as outboxing him. As the fight draws closer, it's becoming increasingly clear that Bivol is crafting a game plan centered around movement, precision, and endurance. While some critics argue that he will need more than just a technical approach to dethrone Beterbiev, others believe that his calculated style and elite conditioning give him a real shot at revenge. Either way, Bivol's preparation speaks volumes about his hunger and determination to reclaim his status as the best light heavyweight in the world. The clash of styles of Beterbiev's relentless power versus Bivol's precision and defense has divided opinions.
What is it that you think you can do to stop him putting so much pressure on you?
I don't want to give too much details, but I know I need to be myself, the best version of Dmitry Bivol. I have enough skills to be undisputed. I just need to bring myself right to October 12th, to not be distracted with one thing, another thing. I have to be focused on my training camp. I have to stick the plan, training plan, and I stuck. Yeah, I have to stuck to my training plan and to the plan for the fight.
Many analysts argue that Bivol's supreme technical ability, disciplined defense, and ability to control distance could be the key to victory. Bivol has made a career out of nullifying opponents, never engaging recklessly, and sticking to his game plan. His ability to maintain range and dictate the pace of a fight has been evident in bouts against some of the toughest names in the division, including Canelo Alvarez. Those siding with Bivol believe that if he can keep Beterbiev from closing the distance and engaging in a firefight, he stands a strong chance of winning a decision. This analysis focuses on how Bivol's patience, precision, and movement could frustrate Beterbiev and keep him from landing his devastating power shots. However, Beterbiev is no ordinary fighter. The Russian powerhouse has knocked out every single one of his opponents, a rare feat that speaks volumes about his incredible punching power and relentless forward pressure. Unlike other power punchers, Beterbiev is a calculated destroyer, systematically breaking down his opponents before finishing them. Fighters who try to box him often find themselves overwhelmed by his unrelenting pace and ability to cut off the ring.
Much I thought he'd be puncturing those tires a little more, taking the air out. He knows that Beterbiev without the tires will have a problem. We'll have a problem. So he's not going. And all of a sudden, who's going to the body? Bivol. And I'm saying, wow, what's going on? And maybe I shouldn't have said it, because maybe it went out in the air.
Into the universe.
And when it out in the universe, all of a sudden, what do I see in the championship rounds? What do I see in the late rounds? All of a sudden, I see Beterbiev going to the body, taking air out of the tires. And what did that do?
Opinions from boxing legends and analysts remain divided. Teddy Atlas, a veteran trainer and commentator, believes that Beterbiev's ability to apply constant pressure and his sheer power will eventually wear Bivol down. Atlas argues that while Bivol has the skill to outbox Beterbiev early, it will be nearly impossible to avoid damage for 12 straight rounds against such a relentless finisher.
I don't think Beterbiev lives up to the hype. You can't have that reputation, that rah, he's a killer, and then that was an undisputed light heavyweight championship. You got to perform better than that. And Bivol performed well, but he had spots and moments where his body language wasn't good. He didn't hold the line, and he allowed the judges to give Beterbiev rounds. Fighting is not just physical punch for punch, it's your body language. Your body language has to look like you're in command at all times. Even if you are tired, don't let me know. So Bivol didn't necessarily do what he was supposed to do, but that's a good Bivol fight if you're facing Beterbiev. You slow the fight down, you make it boring. But that wasn't like an all-time light heavyweight fight. Nobody's talking about it.
Andre Ward, an undefeated former champion himself, leans the other way. He believes Bivol's sharp reflexes, defensive intelligence, and ability to stick to a disciplined game plan will allow him to frustrate Beterbiev and win on points. Ward has always been a fan of fighters who can control the pace of a bout and believes Bivol has what it takes to execute a perfect strategy. Adding to the conversation, Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri both acknowledge that while Bivol is the more technically sound boxer, Beterbiev's unique combination of power and pressure could prove to be too much over the course of the fight. Malignaggi points out that once Beterbiev starts landing his signature shots to the arms and body, Bivol might not have the same energy to move and evade in the later rounds. Paulie Malignaggi is a retired American boxer and commentator known for his speed, technical skills, and outspoken personality. A former 2-division world champion, he held titles at junior welterweight and welterweight. Paulie Malignaggi stated, Bivol is the more technically sound boxer, but once Beterbiev starts landing, it changes everything. Those shots to the arms and body wear you down, and by the later rounds, Bivol might not have the same energy to move and evade. It's a battle of skill versus relentless pressure, and that's what makes this matchup so intriguing. Chris Algieri is a former American professional boxer and nutritionist known for his technical skills and durability. A former WBO junior welterweight champion, he fought elite opponents like Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. Chris Algieri said Beterbiev's pressure is different. He doesn't just hit you, he breaks you down systematically. Bivol has the movement and skill to outbox him early, but can he do it for 12 rounds without slowing down? This fight is all about who can impose their style for longer, and that's why a rematch would be so interesting. Even Canelo Alvarez, who has shared the ring with Bivol, had his say on the fight. He believes that while Bivol's boxing IQ is incredibly high, Beterbiev's ability to force his opponents into uncomfortable positions could be a major problem. Canelo, having felt Bivol's precise punching firsthand, admitted that Bivol is a tricky opponent, but he acknowledged that the power of Beterbiev might be the ultimate deciding factor. Canelo stated, I sickly want to fight Artur Beterbiev at 175 pounds. I'm dying to face him. He also shared his view on the Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch, stating, it's going to be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters. However, Beterbiev's trainer, John Scully, believes Alvarez might be too small to take on Beterbiev. One of the biggest debates surrounding this fight is whether Bivol can truly handle Beterbiev's power across 12 rounds. Bivol's chin has been tested before, but he has never faced someone with the raw knockout ability of Beterbiev. While Bivol is excellent at avoiding shots, Beterbiev only needs one clean punch to completely shift the momentum of a fight.
What up?
Being that I was the last unified undisputed champion, probably about 25 to 40 years ago, I don't know how long it was. Last night we had a very fantastic fight. A fight that I thought could have gone either way, but you know, what happens, happens. However it goes, nobody won nor lost the fight by 4 points. So that's ridiculous, which is why I say we need an immediate rematch. Both guys did a lot to change. Beterbiev showed me more than he's ever shown me before about being a boxer. He actually can box, and I was surprised. Bivol was a very good defender, which we knew. He was a good counterpuncher, which we knew. He jumped out to the early lead, I thought, but you know, we never know. But however it comes down, Beterbiev did finish the fight strong or stronger. So that's why I think, in my point of view, the fight should be a draw, and let's get a rematch. You heard me? Yes, by the head in the building.
Roy Jones Jr., a former 4-division world champion and one of the most technically gifted boxers in history, weighed in on the matchup, emphasizing the importance of ring IQ. Jones believes that while Beterbiev is a monstrous puncher, Bivol's ability to read his opponents and adjust mid-fight gives him a real chance to outmaneuver the power puncher. According to Jones, Bivol's footwork and discipline could make it difficult for Beterbiev to land clean, and if Bivol can control the early rounds, it could force Beterbiev into making mistakes. However, he also acknowledged that Beterbiev's ability to break fighters down over time makes him one of the most dangerous opponents in the sport today.
Of course. Bivol is a very tough matchup. It'll be, I think, I haven't looked at film, but I can just tell you this. Bivol lead hand, and I know that Beterbiev uses that high guard constantly. Yes, he showed little wrinkles and movement and stuff like that, but having that strong foundation, amateur pedigree, also having an educated jab and footwork, in and out footwork, that can keep Beterbiev off balance. I'm telling you, man.
Meanwhile, Timothy Bradley, a former 2-division champion and now a respected boxing analyst, took a different stance. Bradley is known for favoring fighters with a high work rate and grit, and he believes that Beterbiev's ability to walk through punches and force his opponents into a firefight will eventually break Bivol down. Bradley pointed out that Beterbiev's relentless style is mentally exhausting for his opponents, making it hard to stay disciplined for all 12 rounds. He argued that while Bivol has the tools to win on points, the real question is whether he can handle Beterbiev's pressure without fading in the later rounds. With so many differing opinions from boxing's greatest minds, this fight is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and exciting matchups in recent memory. The contrast of styles of Bivol's technical mastery versus Beterbiev's ruthless power ensures that no matter how it unfolds, fans are in for a spectacular showdown. Legendary boxing trainer Freddie Roach weighed in on the matchup, highlighting the key differences in both fighters' styles. Roach, known for coaching some of the greatest champions in boxing history, believes Beterbiev's pressure and knockout power could be too much for Bivol if the fight gets into deep waters.
Yes, I think the better man won tonight. I think it was close, but I think that the better man won. The better man won tonight, and the man that won was the better man. I don't go against that. I watched the fight over and over.
Former light heavyweight champion Bernard Hopkins also shared his opinion, calling this fight a true battle of styles. Hopkins, who himself was a master of strategy inside the ring, believes Bivol has the ability to frustrate Beterbiev and expose weaknesses in his game. Adding to the intrigue, leaked training footage of Beterbiev has surfaced, showcasing his brutal workout routines in preparation for this fight. His training camp is emphasizing strength, endurance, and durability, clear signs that he is preparing for a long, grueling fight. So who do you think will come out on top? Will Bivol's technical brilliance and movement allow him to pull off a historic win? Or will Beterbiev's relentless pressure and knockout power prove to be too much? Let us know your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fight breakdowns.